Hello and welcome along to GSR, to Tier 5, to the French Grand Prix. This is round 5 of Tier 5. Matt Silva, will be commentating this 16-man race here in the lowest tier of them all. And yeah, the most entertaining one of them all. I'm not alone this time, by the way. I will be streaming alongside RTG Royale. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, thank you very much. It's been a great weekend of racing so far. Obviously, Baku and France. The only other tier we've had was Tier 4, and Tier 4 I raced in that. It was a great race. So I'm hoping that Tier 5 can live up to those standards today as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is Tier 5, known as the dirtiest tier of GSR. But yeah, I can kind of hear myself there, and okay, all right. This is known as the lowest tier of them all. But the thing is, one curious thing happened today. Not today. This week in GSR. We're having two Grand Prix happening in the same weekend. When I say two Grand Prix, I say two different tracks. We had Azerbaijan for Tier 1, Tier 2 and 3. I believe Tier 4 was France, wasn't it?
Yep, and Tier 5's France as well. Right, I'm just going to say I can't hear myself on the stream. Like, I can't hear myself at all.
Oh, I just checked the stream and apparently, I can't hear you.
I think I might just put my volume up, that's all. I just could hear you, but I couldn't hear myself.
I'm checking here the stream and like, at least for me, your audio is kind of perfect. So, yeah, you can check that if you want.
I'll reload it, but it's fine. Carry on.
Okay. Anyways, France, one of the most hated tracks on the Formula 1 calendar. Why? Because in real life, we had the 2019 French Grand Prix, which was a bore fest. In 2018, it was actually a decent Grand Prix, if I'm being honest. And I think in the Formula 1 game, this Grand Prix is very, very interesting. It provides good racing, and some people think it's not going to provide because in real life, it's a boring Grand Prix. I highly disagree with that, but anyways, the first driver that will cross the line to start a lap, let me just go with him. I think it's C9 blocking. It is. It's gonna be the first driver to put on a lap. And as we wait for those drivers to put on their first laps here in the French Grand Prix, I would love to go through some interesting stats here. Well, not now. Maybe later. Anyways, we have a couple of good drivers here for Tier 5 standards that are racing. Common is MV and CJ Pence, the duo, the dynamic duo, and Red Bull, who are dominating the Constructors' Championship. 115 points for the Red Bulls ahead of the Alphas with 73. I wouldn't say it's a supreme dominance, but they're definitely quite a long way ahead of the competition. Now, should I call you Royale? What should I call you?
Yeah, I don't honestly mind.
Okay, so Royale, what do you think of Red Bull's dominance so far in the season? Do you think they're gonna do a 2013 like championship in Red Bull, or is it gonna be a little bit more tight as we approach the end of the season?
Well, looking at the championship with the driver standings, obviously Communist MV not alone fighting for that championship. He's got Joseph fighting with him, and also just a 2-point gap between them. I think that it's going to be quite a long fight, but a hard fight for Communist, for Red Bull in general. If CJ Pants obviously will need to, if they want to have a 2013 like championship, like you said, CJ Pants really have to put his game to catch up with Hot Wheels first, and then Joseph. But then with the constructors, they seem to be pretty comfortable already because Alfa Romeo seeming like a one-man team. Joseph has been the only driver that's taken points for Alfa Romeo. So
Yeah,
yeah,
just looking at the timings here, James MW has put on the fastest lap at 129.3, almost a 29.9. It's a decent lap time. It's ahead of everyone. Both the Red Bulls in P2 and 3. Cummins MV ahead of CJ Pence. Blocking is in P4 at the minute. Caramel Jag in P5 ahead of Albini. And we have...
there's Nosman going P2.
Oh, still quite a long way behind James MW. It looks like he's gonna be the favorite here as Morgan Cheeseman crosses the line. Up to 5th place he goes. His teammate though, Gerald Aaron, who showed a lot. When I say a lot, I mean it. A lot of improvement last week in the not last week, 2 weeks ago in the Bahrain Grand Prix. And well, speaking of 2 weeks ago, Joseph closed in on Commentators MV for the championship. The gap between the top two in the championship is very close indeed. So is that static going up to 3rd?
Yeah, he's just 1,000th ahead of Communist there. I was just about to say about Static. Watch out for him this season. He's the new Alfa Romeo driver, so he could help Alfa Romeo in the constructors. He did the 5-lappers championship just a few weeks ago, just about a week ago actually. He did very well on that. He proved that he is quite a consistent driver, and he definitely has good pace for Tier 5 anyway. So expect to see him fighting towards the front in this season.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at the moment, James MW, he's still in P1 and almost half a second ahead of the competition. James MW hasn't been the most consistently good driver here this season so far, I should say. But well, with a good result, he could be on for a good result finally. Eligio up to 4th place as well. Eligio, who is back in GSR along with Albini. Eligio put on I would say quite a decent lap out there. The Williams of, I believe it's Avaloc, going up to 8th. He goes 8th fastest. 10 minutes to the end of qualifying, and we've seen some interesting stuff. What just happened here? Okay, little glitch here in the stream. Thankfully everything's alright. If you guys have any questions for me and questions for Royale, just ask them in the chat. We would happily reply to that. And well, however, what is on an out lap? Magic Ram is on a lap as well. We're gonna go on board with Magic Ram, the best keyboard player of GSR. Let's see how he takes the first sector. Let's turn on the telemetry. Would love to go on board with the Ferrari of Magic Ram. Let's see where he can put his car. Yeah, some interesting, I would say, interesting lines through the first sector. I wonder where Ferrari can place his car. Now, as we go on board with the Ferrari, finally, let's talk about this circuit. 5 point...
Avaloc about to cross the line, and
Avaloc?
P7.
P7 with 3-lap old softs. So I wonder if that's the best thing to do, to go for a lot of runs on the same tire. Remember, the tire you qualify on, it's gonna be the same tire that you start your race on. So I would keep an eye on that. Anyways, Magic Ram still on a lap. Not sure if you've been watching Magic Ram's lap so far, but let's see where he can place his car. Comes across the line, runs out of ERS. He goes 9th fastest. Oh, what are we seeing here at Royale? Is this a new Magic Ram? Did it change to the pad, to the wheel?
Yeah, you're saying he's on keyboard and he's just gone P9. He's in the top half of the fit actually. He's not Is he in the? He is in the top half of the field, basically.
Wow, wow. Who said he couldn't see some surprises here in qualifying? As James MW goes a little bit wide there for some reason. Magic Ram is not on a lap. Who's on a lap? Joseph. Joseph is on a lap. The guy who took pole position, I believe, last time out here in Tier 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. And is that...
We have a Williams spun.
Is...
That's Avalok.
Oh, and How Ivels goes up to 7th fastest as his teammate spun, according to Royale. I'm keeping an eye on Joseph. He is on the last sector. Oh, and I think
He's aborted that. Is it just me on the timing screen? It says he's on an 8-minute lap.
I believe it's only you, because for me it looks like he's in P17 with no lap time recorded. Yeah, no lap time recorded.
It's the way of Dark Strider.
Yeah, we keep an eye on the things that are happening here in the track. James and W, I believe, is going for a lap, but all the attentions will go to the Alpha on his next lap. He could be on for a good result. The Dark Strider, I believe, is on a lap as well. Thing is, though, we've seen a Ferrari going wide. I wonder if that was bad for his teammate. He goes wide on the last corner. Wow, he makes contact. Oh, and there's a big crash. Oh, there's a massive collision between the Dark Strider and the Alfa Romeo driver. Both of them collided coming out of turn of the last corner. And he went straight into the walls. It's race over for... Oh no, it's qualifying over for the Dark Strider. Oh dear.
I don't know what was happening there.
He was coming out of turn 15. He went wide, rejoined the track, collided with the Alpha, went straight into the walls, and then boom, out of the session. And look at this.
I don't know what he would have been thinking going into that corner when he made that rejoin.
I agree. Yeah, Joseph is on a lap as well, by the way. 5 minutes to the end of qualifying. And now I believe I should go through some statistics. No. Let me wait just before the race, and then I talk about the track. Let's just do qualifying first. Now the thing is, 4 minutes to the end of qualifying. This is the time that usually people go for the last runs. They're usually their best runs. The thing is, who would you say is gonna take pole position here in quali?
I think James MW was putting a great lap. I can't see, for Tier 5 standards anyway, I can't see anyone topping that, and he's just gone faster.
Well, speaking of the devil, he goes up to, well, he goes even faster with a 129.2, and I believe that's Joseph up to 3rd place only. Well, it's still the 2nd row, but 8 tenths behind him. James MW telling everyone, oh, hello lads, I'm not Tier 5 pace, please put me in Tier 1. This is absolutely amazing. He's dominating qualifying, but the thing is, Tier 5 is not only about dominating qualifying, it's all about dominating the race. Qualifying does not give you points. Qualifying will not give you the win. Armando, I believe, is on
Communist going down the straight to start his lap. And I don't know about you, but I'd say Communist is quite a contender for pole in this race too.
Okay, so let me go on board with Communist MV through a lap of France. And let's see what he can do here in the first sector. Now approaching turns 6 and 7. 7th corner. Now approaching the main straight. Let's see how he does here in this lap. 3 minutes here in the qualifying. I believe this is his last run. And let's go. Circuit Paul Ricard, even distribution of high, medium and low speed corners is a key reason why it's one of the most used test circuits in the world. F1 drivers love the 209 and 90 kilometers per hour right-hander. Sinus. And Communism V apparently is loving it as well. One of the last runs. Nosman is in 4th place as well. Didn't notice that. And Commentators and V, the guy that could be able to take pole position, is going around the final couple of corners. He is one of the main contenders for pole. He is sitting in P7 at the moment, but for how long? He runs out of ERS. Now the thing is, can he put it on pole? No, he can't, but he can put enough, put a good lap enough for the front row. Still, only half a second behind James MW. No one can take pole away from him. Apparently, well, that's what it looks like it's gonna be. How Wivels is on the lap as well. Red Bull still.
Whilst you were watching that, I was watching. Oh, yeah, he's gone. Gerald Aaron taking some quite interesting braking zones through his lap. He lifted himself. He's still lifting himself ahead of Stampy Fan Mike. But his braking points are very interesting, to say the least.
What do you say interesting? Do you mean a little bit silly, a little bit too early?
Like he seems to be braking. He broke midway through turn 10. He also broke on the exit of. Oh, he's just on P13. Look at that.
Exactly.
But he broke a lot in the last sector upon on throttle areas. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But he still set himself a solid lap to put him ahead of Caramel Jag, Albany, and Stampy Fan Mike.
Oh my god. Let me just tell you something. You know that guy sitting in P8 at the moment? Static R2R is over 7/10 up on his time. I don't think it's gonna be enough to take pole position away from James MW. He looks very, very comfortable at the top, but this should be enough for possibly a top 4. He comes across the line. Can he put it?
He did a good last sector.
Oh my god!
I said watch out for him, and he has set an immaculate lap.
Brilliant prediction by yourself, sir. Up to 2nd, and this is one of those laps that you just cannot believe it. Where did that come from? And well, he goes up to 2nd. He's on the front row, only 1/10 and a half, almost 2/10 behind James MW and his astonishing lap. Nosman though, I wonder if he can improve. Qualifying is basically over with the timing. Oh wait, what is that?
Hot Wivels goes P5.
Oh, Hot Wivels, look at him, up to 5th. He is in the 3rd row. That's good. 17 drivers. You have a lot of drivers here, and track position is not exactly crucial, but everyone wants to finish in a good position. Eligio is on a lap as well. Magic Ram is on a lap as well, so watch out for these two. CJ Pence looking to improve on his lap time. He's only 6/10 behind pole position, so well, you never know. He can put on the lap of gods and bring himself up to pole. James MW, I do believe after Static put on that lap, that cracking lap of his, I believe James MW is not that comfortable anymore. He's just looking at that and being like, wow, I'm not sure if pole position is gonna 100% be mine. Magic Ram is just barely up on his time. Eligio invalidated his lap, so I believe there's only 2 people that can try to take pole away from James MW. Speaking of him, he goes around the final corner to try to improve on that beautiful lap of his.
He stopped.
He stopped.
Well, he hasn't improved the lap.
Oh, excuse me.
Sort of
Sorry, mate. Sorry to interrupt you, but CJ Pence is 6/10 up on his time. He could be on for
Yeah,
pole.
I was just about to say that throws the door wide open for CJ Pants just come and snatch pole away. He's gonna do it. He will do it.
He does it, and he does it. On the final lap of
there.
qualifying, CJ Pants beats James MW with a cracking lap. If you think James MW's lap was the lap of gods, CJ Pants is the lap of what? Of the universe. I can't think of words to describe this lap. Literally, no one thought. Well, I mean, at least I didn't think that James MW's lap was gonna be beaten. Especially here in qualifying after just looking at the gaps, it looked like no one's was gonna stop him. But well, Red Bull, of course, if it's not Commons MV, you have CJ Pence going there and showing everyone that this is Red Bull, and it's yet another pole position for the Red Bull team. Incredible stuff here in qualifying. It's only the qualifying session, and I mean, I don't know about you, Royale, but I've been enjoying this so far. What's your take on qualifying?
Well, definitely. That was definitely a shock for CJ Pants to just come and snatch pole at the last second there, but that was a beautiful lap that he set. Joseph was 9/10 off pole. So, and his teammate Static P3, he did a great quali on his debut. Let's just hope that they can the ones that are like not on the front row, those championship contenders, as in Communist, Joseph. I think they'll be hoping that they can take advantage of incidents in the race, hopefully.
Indeed. And as we wait for the drivers to ready up, we go through the grid, a little bit of a grid rundown. I do believe starting on the mediums, and especially from P11 to P17 is a good tire strategy because of the fresh new tires. And here we go. CJ Pence is gonna be, well, apparently it's gonna start already, so no time for grid rundowns. We're gonna do that as we go through the formation lap, which is, in my opinion, the second most important lap of the whole Grand Prix. Why did I say that? Because it's the warm-up for the most important lap of the Grand Prix, which is the first lap.
Oof, DJ constantly spins off the line.
Oh, really? I can see that. Commentators MV, by the way, qualified ahead of Joseph, so I don't think that's a bad qualifying for him. Predicted pit stop strategy, lap 5. Okay, so if you start on the softs, apparently the game says you should be able to go only with the 2-stop strategy. If you start on mediums, you could possibly go for a 1-stop. I would predict at least one safety car here in tier 5. So yeah, let's just go through. Let's just talk about this track, shall we? The circuit Paul Ricard, which took wow, that was a stutter right there. The first Grand Prix here in Paul Ricard was in 1971. 5.8 kilometers of this track. The race distance is quite long here. The lap record is a 132.7 of Sebastian Vettel in 2019. That in real life, of course. It is the track that I would say a lot of people hate it, but it's a track that it flows not nicely. One thing that a lot of people struggle with is track limits. Track limits will be a factor here in this race. There is no doubt about that. That because the curbs are so flat that you barely notice when you cut the corner. So yeah, expect a lot of penalties as common as MV and how Wivels collide with each other here in the formation lap, and well, that's definitely gonna be bad for them on the race start. Predictions for the win?
Well, Communist really hasn't done himself any favours by getting disqualified from the formation lap. So he's not gonna get a good start. So I think it'll be one of the top 3 that win if they stay out of trouble during this race. but the lights are about to go out, so watch.
Yeah, here we go. The 5 lights are on, and the French Grand Prix is underway. Not really, we're gonna just wait a little bit. Now everyone is revving up. Here we go again for the second time. The French Grand Prix is underway with CJ Pence leading the Grand Prix. He has James MW for company alongside him, but apparently Static has a fairly decent start there. Couldn't really overtake. We see coming in MV round the outside, down the inside now of the Williams. Both of them battling for P4. He makes the position. Elijah with a fantastic start, going wheel to wheel with the Williams of Avalok. Avalok managing to stay ahead. Magic Ram also ahead of Nosman. Look at that. Oh, some people touch here at the front of the grid. James MW is in P2, but we're talking about Cummins MV trying to defend from Joseph. Both of them battling for the lead of the championship. On board now with Joseph. Nosman is down to P17. And look at this, Joseph in between trying to go down the inside of two drivers. Didn't really work. Oh, Elijah was off.
Elijah and Elijah both went off just at the start of sector 2. But they were very well behaved through the first few corners. That is definitely good for tier 5 standards. They were very clean the first few corners and very good with leaving each other room. And not many collisions. Some people made minor contact, but that was great racing through the first few corners. And CJ Pants very well to hold on to his lead, but JW will not like and will definitely come back. But he will have to be mindful that Static and Hot Withers will definitely be on his tail for a few laps to come. And we've seen Albany come into the pits, as has Morgan Cheeseman. So some people suffered damage from that first lap and have come into the pits. Anyway, back to you, Matt. I've got to be carried away.
No, don't worry about that, mate. Don't worry about that. Take your time. 53 laps here in the 100% race, but in the 50% race is gonna be 27 only. Albini, Elijah, and Morgan Cheeseman, I believe, were involved in contact here in lap 1, so that only means that's a pit stop for all of them. And yeah, just looking here at the position changes as, before I even talk about that, Static battling with James MW for P2. James MW trying to defend from the Alfa Romeo driver, Alfa Romeo, who are looking to take P1 in the championship. Hopefully they can improve on this result here, but Static with already a time penalty. And I'm looking here how Wivels made up a position on Commons MV. I gotta say, for tier 5 standards, this is the cleanest start that I've ever seen here in tier 5. Absolutely amazing, and congratulations to all of those drivers. And with this result, with this first lap, that's a lot of improvement for tier 5. And hopefully, well, as you can see, the pit stop strategy. Hopefully they're not going to be known as the dirty driving tier. It's not about, well, it's not because you're a slow driver that you're going to be a dirty driver, that's for sure, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Static. Sorry, I was just looking at Static. I was looking to have a go on James MW, but didn't.
Yeah, blocking comes into the pits as well. The top 7 on the soft tires still alive. Still everyone is okay. A little bit of front wing change for the Haas driver there of C9 blocking. So we're gonna have a lot of laps of racing here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the French Grand Prix. Those tier 5 drivers. One thing that I love about tier 5, and that's actually one of the things that make me always come back here to commentate this tier, is that, I mean, I understand tier 1, tier 2, the quicker drivers, that's understandable, but tier 5, it's so unpredictable. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know who's gonna crash, who's gonna do this and that. And well, I'm really looking forward to what we're gonna see here in this French Grand Prix.
Yeah, following on what you said about it being unpredictable, there's such a wide range of pace between the drivers. I think the fastest lap was in the 29s, 28s nearly, and the slowest lap for the qualifying session was a 1:34. So there's quite a wide range of laps being set. and there's quite a wide range of pace. As you can see, probably there's already big gaps being formed because the faster drivers.
Sorry to interrupt you, mate. Communism V just made his way up. Oh, there's contact! Oh, there's contact! Communism V makes contact with Half Wivels approaching turn 1. Oh my god, the championship leader! The championship leader made contact with Half Wivels. He was trying to overtake or defend, I don't remember, from Half Wivels, both of these two on a battle. And at the end of this battle, apparently Communism V made contact. He lost part of his in-play. And he has his championship rival right behind him. And oh, how frustrating it must be to be in P5. But now we can clearly see our...
Joseph right on that rear wing.
He is right behind him. He's on his tail. And it's just a matter of time until he overtakes him, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with that damage. I think Communist, if it's too bad, Communist will have to pit. And that's obviously... He's going to want to stay out as long as possible, seeing as he's got his championship rival behind him, and he's obviously in the championship fight only 2 points in it. So Communist will want to stay out for as long as possible. Otherwise, he will have to sacrifice the points today to Joseph, and obviously give up that championship lead, which then he'll have to fight back for. So he's going to have to try and survive that damage for as long as he possibly can.
Indeed, Joseph.
Oh, he does pit.
Oh,
he has dived into the pit lane.
Communism V pits in P4, probably trying to go for a set of hards, I would presume, or mediums. Well, he is really unpredictable with the tire choice. He goes with the mediums, changes his front wing, and he's gonna look to put on a comeback. But how frustrating is that for the Red Bull driver? It was crucial that he would finish ahead of the Alpha, but thing is, it's only lap 5 out of 27, so we still have a long way to go, right?
Yeah, 22 laps to go. We could have a safety car. We could have. There's a whole range of possibilities, and Communist definitely has the time to get back up to the front. He's on the medium tyre, so he'll have to be careful with the tyres. He's probably going to be picking again for a set of softs towards the end.
Yeah, Tom Cachori here in the chat says soft hard is possible. So he said that he got a P2 on with this strategy yesterday. Of course, if you want to do that, you gotta work on your tires. You gotta manage your tires well. And well. Bad news for Communism V. Joseph is closing in on Half Wivels, but the thing is, Half Wivels made contact with Communism V. You never know what's gonna happen. Static comes into the pits along with TJ Pants.
So James Minogue takes the lead. Looking at Communist, he's already pulling up towards Dark Strider. Is he going to send one down the inside? What a move through turn 11 from Communist, and he dispatches Dark Strider easily. And just Dark Strider just didn't have the pace, and he's already been overtaken by Albany as well. So Dark Strider not doing very well, but that was a great dive from Communist, and he is really showing that he will have the pace to maybe fight back up, and he might even overtake Avalok soon as well.
As Avalok exits the pit lane, it should be an easy move for Communist. Not really. It's close. It's close.
Oh, it's very close.
Oh, so close. But wow, the Williams is not gonna give up. Oh, and he tries to go down inside. Not gonna work. Avalok makes contact with Communism V, loses the back end of his car, and well, he's gonna lose 1-2 positions. I wonder. Well, I mean,
what was he thinking?
wait, Joseph makes his way past Half Wivels. Joseph. It's up to second place. Oh, and Half Wivels down the inside. He's gonna try to go for the move. Not there. Through the big right-hander. What a move. But Joseph with the comeback, with the switch. What is this? Side-by-side wheel-to-wheel racing. Come on, mate. This is tier 5. We shouldn't be seeing good racing. Oh, but we are seeing.
Great racing. Oh, there's a Renault off. Gerald Aaron. There's one off at turn 10.
Aaron is off. Joseph makes contact. Oh, and Aaron is off and going wide. This is so entertaining. I don't want this to end ever. Half Wivels.
There is a huge train from 5th to... Oh, Nosman has spun.
Nosman.
The train.
Oh, no.
There was a huge battle going on. just around 5th and 8th, there's a big train of cars. There's Caramel Jag, CJ Pants, Stampy Fan Mike, and Static has dispatched Stampy Fan. He's going to be looking to CJ Pants because this is for the race lead. Caramel Jag, really not for position.
Whoa, look at this! A three-way battle.
Pits, and they're
there's a That's a big collision, wasn't that? What just happened? I mean,
no. Why are you saying that? On my screen, they were ghosted through each other, so we saw two completely different things.
On my screen, I saw.
Yeah, I just seen.
Yeah,
he just flew up in the air.
You saw that? I thought it was a big collision. I was like,
well.
wow.
But this is a great fight. They've already managed to pull out a 2-second gap to the McLarens, who are still going to be fighting away. But this.
Norseman, sorry to interrupt you, mate.
Basically.
Norseman makes his way past Dark Strider. We have a battle here. Caramel Jag, losing position to his teammate there in P7. Aaron and Joseph going side by side. Joseph, goes wide. He almost spins it. Oh my god, and Commons MV is gonna come past him. Commons MV with a comeback. Aaron trying to defend from the top 2 here in tier 5.
Aaron, is he gonna still fit to the inside of the corner?
And Commons MV.
He stays ahead.
Aaron!
He loses it through the corner, and he's gonna get overtaken by the 2 of them now. Oh no, Joseph backs out. And this championship fight being separated by a back mark, really. But Joseph's really not gonna back down, and they do touch. Aaron backs out. Good racing from Aaron. Just let those 2 carry on, because that really not before there's Hot Wibbles in the pits. I thought I saw Static there with the pit symbol next to him, but that is not what I saw. There's the big fight, the 3-way fight for the race lead between JW, CJ Pants, and Static. All of them on the medium tyre. It's basically for the net race lead, because Magic Ram still yet to pit in this race. So that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is basically for the race win.
I mean, I know it's not the actual race lead, but Magic Ram leads the Grand Prix. Stop the count. Stop the count. Give this man a win. Another thing that I want to point out, as Aaron loses up position to Albini, these 2 know each other. But the thing is, Aaron is going to have a go at him again. Stampy Fan Mike and his teammate again battling. They make contact. Battling for P5. As Aaron makes his way past Albini, both of them making contact. And there's another collision. I wonder if there's damage. No, there's no damage. There's contact between these 2, as Blockin is losing a position to Morgan Cheeseman as well. Everything is going on in this race. I can't even have a break. I can catch a break here in this Grand Prix and talk about something else, because literally there's action everywhere you look.
Going on across the field. We've got another one between Communist Joseph and Hot Wibbles going on just around turn 12, turn 13, 15. They're really racing each other in just around the early stage of this race as well. We're not even towards the back of this race yet, and they're approaching now. Both McLarens still yet to pit in this race. They're probably going to be pitting around lap 12, because they did start on the medium tyre. But I have to say, they're being caught up so much. They're definitely the back markers, and they've got Hot Wibbles now, Communist and Joseph right on their tail, and they're still going to fight for this position, even though it really isn't.
Whoa, just 2 seconds, mate.
He's going to get overtaken by 2 drivers. Maybe even Joseph is going to go for it as well. 3. He's lost 3 places through 1 corner there.
Yeah, just pointing out here.
DRS now will help as well. Hot Wibbles around the outside of Caramel Jag. Communist is going to go for it too. They punched.
Whoa, no!
Communist is spun.
No! Oh no! Oh no! I have no words. I cannot believe it. I was just about to say. I was just waiting for you to be finished to just point out how Commentators MV with damage, pitting earlier, changing his front wing, managed to stay ahead of his championship rival Joseph. Now, again, with yet another collision, another incident, and apparently Joseph.
Communist MV is going to be absolutely furious, because he had the normal line to the corner Caramel Jag basically just broke mid-corner, and that meant that Communist just slammed into his diffuser. That's not Communist's fault at all.
Communist Joseph, by the way, trying to get past Cameron Jag, approaching turn 1. He's gonna try to go around the outside. That usually promotes contact. That's not gonna happen this time. Joseph goes up to 6th place. Some battles going on here in P10. P11 is MP Fan Mike actually coming into the pits. And well, Communist MV, you gotta feel for the man. That's his 2nd pit stop. And well, he had his 2nd chance. He had his opportunity to come back at everyone, but apparently, well, luck is not on his side. As you said, Royale, this is, well, he must be furious, but I do believe he must be gutted with this, because he had the opportunity of finishing ahead of Joseph, because I believe at this stage of the championship, it's not really the win that matters for Communism V or Joseph. These two have been battling for quite a while here. Every single race it's between these two, and I gotta say, with Joseph at the moment P6, right behind Hall Wivels, and himself in P16, that's not a good result at all. And with this result, Joseph is indeed gonna take the lead of the championship. As Dark Strider loses the position to Eligio as well in P14. We do have a battle between CJ Pants and Magic Ram. Magic Ram, who hasn't pitted. CJ Pants is, well, he can go for a move here, but he needs to stay alert. He does not want to lose a position here. He's gonna try to go for it anyways. He's on the inside. He's wheel to wheel with a Ferrari. He thinks better of it. He knows there's a big straight just waiting for him in the next few corners, and well, coming out of turn 7. James MW, who put on a great qualifying lap. He was on provisional pole throughout the qualifying session, apart from the ending, in which, well, I do believe it was CJ Pants who took it away from him. It's a 3-way battle. Whoa, what's that? Is that static? Is that static? Round the outside of 2 cars at the same time. This is like Mika Hakkinen on Schumacher and another driver who I don't remember. This is a fantastic move by Static, and CJ Pants is gonna be so frustrated behind the Ferrari of Magic Ram, who hasn't pitted, by the way. He's sitting in P3 at the moment. He will hope for a safety car, I do believe, on the medium tires. CJ Pants has the opportunity. He's gonna go for it anyways. He makes contact. Oh, CJ Pants just spun. The Red Bull just spun. It's a nightmare for Red Bull. Christian Horner must be fuming right now. Both of the Red Bull drivers having loads of bad luck. Magic Ram now finally comes into the pits. Static up to 2nd, and I gotta say, this is awful for the championship leaders of Covenant MV and Red Bull, because now both Joseph and Alfa Romeo are having a fantastic race.
Yeah, that is bad luck. Both Red Bulls now, we've seen it. Both Red Bulls have they've been taken out by slower cars, like cars that aren't for position. Like those drivers that took them out hadn't pitted, so they wouldn't have been fighting for position for very long. So they really, obviously those back markers really not doing any favors for the Red Bulls, and they're probably going to report that in tickets after the race, because they will not like that at all.
I do believe that penalties can change the whole complexion of the race, but Joseph, though, is looking to extend his future championship lead, I would say. He's going to try to go down the inside, around the outside. Not too much space there for the Alpha. He needs to be patient, because now he has a lot to lose. He's gonna go on the inside. That's not what I would say. Nothing to lose. Oh, look at this. He thinks better of it. He knows that there's a lot of, well, loads of points are at stake here. And I do believe Joseph, well, no, I do believe. I think I said I do believe 3 times in a row, but let's just ignore that. Joseph now and Static both have a lot to lose. And why Communism V and CJ Pants are having bad luck, I would say the pressure is on their side, because they are the team to beat. They are, well, Communism V is the driver to beat, so I do believe that the pressure is being a major factor here in this race. Joseph is gonna finally try to go around the outside. Hot Wivels, I gotta give it to him. He's been a very good defender, I would say, here in this race. Aaron comes into the pits as...
Yeah, so what I'm being told by Crazy Cat is that there is apparently rain inbound in about 5 to 10 minutes, which is why some drivers are going off the soft tyres. Because apparently rain is inbound in about 5 to 10 minutes.
And Crazy Cat, who I do believe, I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. I do believe he is the engineer for Magic Ram, who's making his way past Caramel. At the moment, he's on the inside of the McLaren driver, taking the position. Loads of penalties here in this race, but the thing is, as Royale, thank you for the information, mate. Apparently, there's rain forecasted in a couple of minutes, I do believe. So, well, rain in France, I can tell you something. There are lots of places that the rain makes things dangerous, but I would say France, especially one of them. This track, if you add rain to it, there are so many zones of so many high-speed corners, and I do think that high-speed corners and rain are an awful combination if you want to see drivers on track and drivers not spitting. So if the rain really comes out, which, well, looking at the skies, apparently it doesn't look like any rain will come, but of course it's the Formula 1 game, the forecast, everything can just change in a matter of minutes as Cameron comes into the pits. And I do believe Magic Ram, who's going with the softs, is in P10, on the top 10, sitting in P7 at the moment. Good result for him. Now the thing is, let's just shut up for a minute. Let's just go on board with Joseph. He's still chasing down Hall Wivels. He's been chasing him down for quite a while here. Hall Wivels, a very good defender here in the French Grand Prix. Joseph, I would say that would be a little bit frustrating for him. Whoa, let me just take it back. Royale, thank you for the information, because just take a look at the skies. I do feel like it's getting just a little bit darker. Just a little bit. As we see, getting very
Joseph getting ever so close to Hot Wivels. He thought about going up the inside through turn 12, but then thought better of it, because that would have been a silly move considering the car's positioning. And you can see, as you said, definitely starting to get darker. Definitely could be chances of rain in a few minutes. Stampy Fan Mike just gets a 3-second penalty, gone very wide out of turn 10.
As Joseph goes around the outside of the Williams, he really cannot go for the move, really, as the winds goes wide. This is his best opportunity to go for a move.
Right. It's going to be a matter of who breaks latest for turn 3. Joseph, but Hot Wivels going off track. But Joseph still will take the position. However, Hot Wivels will get the benefit of DRS down this straight. So this could really go either way. Joseph managing to pull out 4 tenths already, so that will help down this straight. He's not going to use any overtake. Hot Wivels going to use overtake and DRS. And is he going to send one up the inside? He does send one up the inside into the chicane. And he manages to make the dive bomb stick. However, Joseph gets a brilliant exit on the tyres, remember? And he gets it. He moves up into P4. However, is Hot Wivels going to commit into turn 10? He is going to commit into turn 10. Almost cuts him off on the exit. Joseph backs out eventually. But is he going to go around the outside now? This is some great fighting. And Joseph nearly managed to go around the outside of turn 11. And Hot Wivels stays ahead. So that's a great that's some great racing from these two. Joseph obviously in a championship fight, so he will definitely want to get this overtake as soon as he can, and he'll get DRS down this straight now, and he's gonna go for round 2 against Hot Wivels. They've been battling for a whole lap, and Hot Wivels brakes very late for the corner, still makes it, Joseph is braking very early into these corners, so he's not going to get the move if he continues to brake really late, because he's just going to lose the position every time he gets it back.
Oh, I gotta say, mate, I gotta say, Tier 5. Well, I mean, that right there, Joseph and Hal Wilvos, I gotta say, these two. I don't have too many words to describe what's going on, but well, the words that I could describe is, Joseph is going for it again. He's trying to go for it again. At the end of the straight, it's not gonna work, but these two have been battling throughout the last 2 laps, and I gotta say, Hal Wilvos, very, very good defender.
Bob and Morgan Cheeseman are also fighting. Look at this.
Yeah, there's action everywhere you look here at the track, and Hal Wilvos trying to defend again. Joseph could get back at him, but well, I don't think anything can top what we've seen in the past 2 laps. Just one thing, made top-notch commentary there, amazing stuff, and well, these two know how to battle, how to give each other space. Who bits?
Static gone into the pits from P2. And he's going to go onto another set of mediums.
The man sitting in P3 at the moment is coming for a set of mediums.
I think he's going to lose positions to Hot Wheels and Joseph.
Well, he does. He does, as Albini comes into the pits as well. Magic Rum is going to be promoted up to 5th place. I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe what I'm saying.
He was the one who challenged Shea Pants while they weren't fighting for position, but he's managed to fight back up to P6. So he's done very well so far.
Indeed.
I'd imagine the rain's going to start falling very soon.
I do believe even if the rain starts falling, as Stampy Phantomite comes into the pit serving a 5-second time penalty, I believe, I don't think it's gonna come that soon, because those people are not coming, they're not pitting for a set of softs, they're pitting for a set of mediums, so probably the rain could come, but I don't think it's gonna come soon enough. I do believe it's gonna be dry as we approach the end of the race, but of course things can change. Joseph, though, makes losing a position actually just static. How Wilvos is
CJ Pants is also pitted.
CJ Pants pitching for a set of mediums. Let's see where he's gonna come out. How Wilvos is up to 2nd place. Static is overtaking him as well. CJ Pants losing a position to Joseph as well. Not really. Joseph is coming into the pits. Magic Rum is up to 4th. Oh, I cannot believe this. Well, I'm not sure.
He's on softs though, so he'll feel the pain of his soft. Excuse me. He'll feel the pain of his softs going off very soon. I would imagine anyway.
Well, I certainly do believe, like, I think that he could. Well, there's a yellow flag. Where is that? It's a Renault. It's Morgan Cheeseman. Involved in some shenanigans there.
He was doing very well. He's spun.
He was really doing very well. And well, I gotta say one thing that I don't know if you've noticed, mate. Behind Wilvos, the man who was battling with Joseph for position. Now Joseph in P16 and Hal Wilvos in P2, and I don't know if you've noticed, mate, but he is quite a long way behind Hal Wilvos, isn't he? 15 seconds behind CJ Pants. I don't know if the timings are wrong for me or not, but he's 14 seconds behind CJ Pants. Hal Wilvos.
Here comes the rain.
Is it? It is raining. Ladies and gentlemen, it is raining. Now, whatever happened...
Will it get to the stage where we need to pit for inters towards the end of this race? If it is, then we've been set up for a great finish to this race. Static, by the way, is going to go around the outside of Hot Wheels into turn 1, and Hot Wheels is still going to commit to the position, but he can't do it. He's never going to get that to fight back. So Static back up into P2. However, James NW now has a 25-second lead.
Yeah, but well, just looking here at the tires, apparently, he's on 12 lap old medium, so he's probably thinking, I mean, there is no point in pitting now. Let's wait. Let's see if this rain is gonna be there for long. If I was him, I don't really know what I would do because the rain is starting to fall, and we do have, well, it's lap 19 as we approach at the end of this lap 20, so 7 laps to go. And one thing that I want you to notice, mate, well, before I even talk about this, CJ Pence making his way past Magic Ram, who's on old set of softs. Oh, they make contact. What is Magic Ram doing? Magic Ram going straight into the corner. CJ Pence struggling, making contact with the Ferrari, but thankfully for him, no wing damage for the Red Bull driver. Magic Ram, not sure what happened there, trying to defend, strong defending. Very, very aggressive defending, I would say. Cammy Wilson in the chat of the stream said, so much action for a T5 race, this is entertaining. It is indeed, made as Magic Ram comes into the pits, and I wonder if that's a set of intermediates. I do think he's gonna try to go for the gamble. You never know. Let's see what's the start. It is gonna be a set of softs, apparently. He's gonna go for the softs. He doesn't believe the rain is going to be a factor here in the final stages of this race. So here we go. Finally, as Nazman gets a little bit closer to Eligio, and well, Magic Ram is going to come out. Is it going to be ahead of Commentators MV? It is going to be close indeed. Here we go. Commentators MV versus Magic Ram. I do believe Commentators MV is not going to be able to take the position, and with Magic Ram with fresh softs. Evening, Matt from Matters. Okay, Louis. Good evening.
Oh, but just looking, Communist MV has no penalties at all, so he will benefit from penalties. He'll probably get up to P6 with Albany's penalties. Static. Oh, James OW's dived into the pits. So now he's going to be very tight. Static is just going
Question. A set of wets or a set of dries? I would say wets.
I don't know. I think it's dries. I think he's gone. Oh, he's gone for inters. He's gone for inters.
He's done it.
Oh, James MW taking a huge gamble in his bid to win this race. Is it going to pay off? I don't think it will pay off. He's gone on to the inter tire, and he'll come out ahead of Static.
Oh no, it's going to be close.
Static has jumped in the pit lane. And
now.
James MW. He might have thrown away the win today.
Now the thing is, mate, let me just, okay, he's in P2 at the moment. I'm looking at the timings, and look, Static made up 1 second in 2 corners. Now he's making up 2. I just gotta say, James MW needs to pray. He needs to, whatever he's using, a controller. Oh, as how Wivels makes his way past him, that doesn't really matter now. He needs to just, I don't know if he's on a wheel, he's on a controller. He needs to just pause the game, pray that the rain gets heavier.
Go back past Hot Wivels though. Oh no, he isn't.
Hot Wivels.
Nearly inched ahead for a few minutes.
Yeah, that was certainly entertaining. James, oh look at this, already 1 second behind Hot Wivels. The thing is, if the rain does not get heavier, Static could take the win. The thing is, whoever's going to win the race depends on the rain. It all depends on the weather. The weather will decide who's going to win this race. Isn't that entertaining? And well, just looking here, everyone on the dries, there is rain in the air, and well, the track is getting wet. As we speak. I'm not seeing smoke coming out of the tires, so I don't think it's the... Well, James MW, I believe in 2 laps or 1 lap, lost 3 seconds compared to... Well, he lost 7 seconds compared to Static, so... Well, he could have just thrown away the win. Eligio retires from the session. Eligio is out of the race. I wonder if that's going to trigger the safety car. The virtual safety car. Whoa, Caramel! Rejoining the track a little bit... I would say that's a little bit dangerous. Well, the rain. Now everyone is on a set of of dries. So instead of dries, rain, that would promote, I would say, spins and everything that's bad that comes with it. Commentators MV is gonna be the first one here, the virtual safety car, to put on a set of winters. Is anyone else gonna go for the gamble? The Dark Strider thinks it's the best idea.
Oh, Communist has done it too. No, he can't. He's. To be fair, he may have thought it was a gamble. He may have thought nothing to lose.
Well, I would say he has literally nothing to lose. Blocking makes contact. Blocking makes contact. Oh my God, he's out of the track. And well, again, the rain. It's so hard to go side by side in normal conditions, and now with the wet conditions, it's even harder. So I do believe blocking, well, going side by side, had some wheel spin, and now tier 5 drivers are gonna have to battle the rain, to fight the rain. And look at Morgan Cheeseman going to go for the move on Commentators MV. Commentators MV is gonna be struggling again. I don't think it's the best strategy. Like Royale said before, he's losing 1-2 positions. Well, I don't know if he's looking at the stream or watching the stream, but if he is, he would have noticed that James MW lost 10 seconds to Static just because of the tires. James MW could have just wasted his win and just throw him away. Static in P2, however, was in P2, not P2, P2. James MW in 3rd place. Japan's is in 4th, ahead of Joseph, ahead of Albini, Magic Ram, who is in P7, Nosman. There is Avlok. They're on the background, losing some positions. Commentators MV is wide. Commentators MV involved again in shenanigans, and I do believe, well, these three here battling for a position. Dark Strider, Gerald, Aaron, and Avlok.
Oh my!
Aaron, what's going on?
Big crash! Avlok has just rear-ended the Dark Strider and he's gone into Gerald Aaron.
Oh, and that's a big call. And the
Got
virtual
another
safety
virtual
car has been deployed
Possibly
again.
due to the debris that's going to be around that area of the track. I don't know.
Aaron the,
It's
Dark,
balls, isn't it?
Aaron the Dark Strider and Avlok involved in collisions. And, well, again, another virtual safety car. No full safety cars here. It's a full course yellow, and I do believe some people can come into the pits. Commentators MV is gonna go again.
Gonna jump the Dark Strider going into the pit lane.
Commentators MV is gonna pit again.
So yeah, Communist pits again.
I wonder if he thought it was the full safety car.
Another set of inters.
Another set of inters. Commentators MV having a.
Do they have damage?
I don't think so, because it was a pretty quick pit stop, and I was looking at his front wing. He had no damage. So, I wonder what's going on. Static comes into the pits. Static comes into the pits. James MW comes, he stays out. James MW stays out, up to 2nd place, and I do believe how Wivels now. Let's just check the gap, okay.
This is throwing it wide open. I'm just going to check Communist MV's pit stop, see if it was a wing change.
Okay.
It wasn't a wing change. He went straight onto another set of inters. And
just take a look at the cars. There is spray coming out of the rear tires. So I do think the rain is getting harder here in the French Grand Prix. What an eventful Grand Prix we're having. Joseph, what happened with Joseph? He comes into the pits and put a set of inters. How Wivels, though, is leading the Grand Prix.
Oh, there's Stampy fan Mike. He spun at turn 10. He's on dries. If I'm honest, a lot of the guys that are on Gerald Aaron. Gerald Aaron is struggling to get the car moving again. But it really is. Oh, Gerald Aaron! He spun round Communists.
Oh, whoa. Morgan Cheese makes him way past Caramel. Communists losing a position, I do believe, right?
Yeah, they're struggling a lot on the drive now.
And I gotta say, I'm looking at the top 2, and last lap, the gap between James MW and How Wivels was 8 seconds. Now,
and Magic Ram's now gone as well.
He'll
be passed by CJ Pants.
Oh, everything is going off here in this race. This is tier 5. This is great racing. Well, that I gotta say, mate, I don't know about you, but this is a very, very good Grand Prix, and I'm enjoying every single lap of this Grand Prix. Everything is happening. Comments MV is making his way past Gerald Aaron on the pits. He's coming into the pits again.
Yeah, he had damage. He had damage because he got hit by Gerald Aaron.
Question is, how many times has Communist MV come into the pits as Zack Strider is gonna make his way past the Communist driver, the Russian driver, and James MW is closing in on Hot Wibbles.
The question is, can Hot Wibbles hold on to this lead now?
I don't think he can.
We've got Caramel Jack, he's off.
Look at the gap. James MW is making up 1/10 a second here, and I do believe the
Avalock's round 2. There are a lot of people going round. Stampy Fan Mike's round as well at turn 10.
Oh.
A lot of spins.
A lot of
From those on
spins.
the dry tires.
The rain is getting harder, so it's getting heavier actually. So I do think.
Magic Ram's now pitted.
Magic Ram comes
But can
into the
Hot
pits.
Wibbles hold on to this P1? He's on the dries and he's being chased down rapidly by James NW on those inter tires. Is it gonna? This will show. The inters are definitely faster, but can Hot Wibbles just hold on to take his first GSR win and be the first Tier 5 winner of 2021? Can he do it?
Yeah, that's the question. You ask, and that's.
Oh, he's gone in. He's gone in. He's gone in. And he's sped in the pit lane.
Oh, cannot believe this. Morgan Cheeseman getting a time penalty as well. But Hot Wibbles, the leader of the Grand Prix pits, for
so James MW is now going to take the lead, and unless anything dramatic happens, Static RZR probably won't catch him.
Stampy Fanman comes into the pits as well. So the only drivers on the dry tires are Albini, Nosman, Morgan Cheeseman, Blockin, Avalock, their Strider, and Stampy Fan Mike. The rest of the drivers are on a set of inters. And well, Albini, let's see if he's struggling here in the. Well,
C9 Blockin.
What happened?
Is very, very far off at turn 10. He's obviously had a spin there as well.
Albini somehow managing to keep
All his
up.
yellows. Stampy Fan Mike.
Wow,
Stampy Fan Mike spun again. Stampy Fan Mike, instead of going onto inters when he pit, he actually went back onto medium tyres.
Oh, I wonder if that was on purpose or if that was a mistake. As Common as MV's closing in on Avalock, the tire difference is going to be massive by now. This is time for winters, and the soft runners or the dry runners are going to struggle a lot, and we should see some spins. Look at this. Oh, there's a big collision! There's a big collision.
And Avalock. That's massive.
Just as I said, that the soft runners are going to be struggling, and we should see some spins. That happened right away.
He just puts the power down and spins, Avalock.
Oh dear.
Those dry tyres are not doing well at all. So the final lap now. James W has a comfortable lead, 9.3 seconds. That's going up rapidly.
Indeed.
Albini is in P4, by the way. Albini's done very well. He's fought back up to P4.
He's done a brilliant job. And well, what a result for AlphaTauri if he finishes like this, right?
CJ Pants. CJ Pants just got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
Wow. Wow, another time penalty. Big gaps, but the penalties could be a factor here in this race. Let me tell you something. Commons MV won I believe, the first few races, and then CJ Pants. We had Joseph winning, but that's the first winner, I do believe. That's not a Red Bull or an Alfa Romeo. James MW looking to win his first race.
If CJ Pants can gain if CJ Pants can get within 4 seconds of Albini, he will get P4 here. There's going to be penalties galore. There's been a lot of penalties going on. Joseph might yet get onto this podium. Get P4. Looking at the penalties, Static has 12 seconds, Hot Wibbles has 11 seconds, Albini has 12 seconds, CJ Pants has 8 seconds, and Joseph only has 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So Joseph is in a great position with these penalties.
As James MW goes on the last sector, he's had a great qualifying session. He's dominated this race. At one point we doubted that he was gonna win. Well, it's his first win in GSR. It's a fantastic win. by James NW. He crosses the line, and he has done it. What a result. It's 25 points for the Alpha Tauri. Albini loses a position to CJ Pants here as Sata comes across the line. P2 at the moment. Wivels is going to cross the line as well. Let's see if penalties are going to change the positions here, at least in the top 5.
I think he's in low fuel mode.
Wivels in low fuel.
Crossed the line with no fuel.
CJ Pants.
Let's see what CJ Pants can do. Can he get onto the podium? He won't get on the podium. He will stay P4. Albany P5. Joseph, let's see what he can do. Joseph will get P5 in this race.
Wow.
Lozman, Magic Ram, Morgan Cheeseman, Stampy Fan Mike, Dark Strider and Avalok will be the next ones across the line.
Well, and you can hear the crowd just applauding this race, which was a brilliant race, I would say. Stampy Fan Mike making up a position there at the end. Avalok coming to cross the line with no front wings at all, and no better way to finish the Grand Prix than with a DNF. Crosses the line to end the Grand Prix with the collision. Morgan Cheeseman sees the checker flag to end this, but it's James MW getting his first win here in Tier 5 Static. Here's his first points in GSR with the P2. What a race by the Alpha. What a race by both the Alphas. And with this result, I do believe that Joseph is indeed going to take over the lead of the championship. He is your new championship leader. And as you can see, what a race it was. Not only qualifying, but the race itself, thoroughly enjoyable. And not bad tonight from the boys. Rain will throw a... Okay. Yeah, just read the chat. Anyways, you see the podium celebrations. Finally, for the first time here in GSR at Tier 5, a winner. That's not an Alpha or a Red Bull. No winner here in Tier 5. Really unpredictable and a very, very good race by everyone. Now I would ask you, Royale, to invite the top 3 to the party. As James MW took the fastest lap as well, so it's, well, 4 points for the AlphaTauri driver. And let me just do my thing. Okay.
So you'll need to get the
yeah, let's just
hello, boys.
Oh, hello. Let's just do a little grid rundown now of the top 10 here in Tier 5. James and W ahead of Static, Wibbles, CJ Pants, Joseph, Albini, Nosman, Magic Ram, Morgan Cheeseman, and Carmo Jag. That's the top 10 for today. And, well, yeah, as you can see, Commentators MV could not finish in the points. And there you have it, new championship leader. Now,
you'll need to do the national anthem for the winner, won't you? For James and W.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now. I haven't forgotten that.
It's pinned in the commentary chat. Just go into Discord.
Yeah, I do know. I can just look it up on YouTube as well. But the thing is, do I play it now or do I play it after the interviews?
It's a good question. Yeah, do it now.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's gonna wait a couple of seconds. There you go. So before we do that, that's prestigious. So yeah, new thing here in GSR in Tier 5, we're gonna have the national anthem of the race winner. There you go. Congratulations, James.
Thank you.
And, well, enjoy it.
Yeah, I will. We'll treasure this.
He's not in the... He's got the Alfa Romeo up. Hang on.
Yeah, could everyone just be silent for a minute?
Okay.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Thailand. What a beautiful anthem, though. And that's for the race winner. Now, do we start with the top? Let's start with the guy that finished in P3, shall we? Or the guy that finished in P1?
Yeah, Hot Wibbles, I just need to invite him to the party quickly.
Okay.
He did message me whilst I was in that whilst you were playing national anthem, but I didn't want him to join and ruin it because I don't think he would have understood.
Oh, okay. Now he's joining, I believe.
What's going on? What's going on?
Everyone is here, right?
Yep, we got everyone.
So, yeah, Hot Wibbles finished third, I do believe. And yeah, so I'm gonna ask questions to the drivers. If Royale, if you want to add something or if you want to ask something, feel free to. Anyways, Hot Wibbles, Williams driver, you finished P3. Well, you're P3 in the championship. That's a good result. You finish ahead of the top two. So that means you had 45 points in the championship. You close in the gap between yourself and the top two. Now the question is, after this result, which I think it's a good result for yourself, do you think you have any chances of possibly challenging for the lead of the championship in a few races, or are you disappointed with this result? Do you feel like you should have gotten a better result? Just give us some few words on today's race.
Absolutely. I can challenge my rivals. And yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because I play like a trash. I touch another guys, and that was I don't know. Like yeah, sincerely, I'm disappointed with this result, of course, because that's not the way that I wanna win, you know.
Yeah, indeed, but anyways, it's still, I would say, it's still a fairly good result because your championship rivals, I would say, finished behind you. So I mean, there's the good part of it, there's the bad part of it, and well, that's it. Looking forward to next week, by the way.
What?
Next week is gonna be Silverstone. It's gonna be in Britain. How do you feel about that?
A little bit nervous.
Oh.
It's a track that is difficult for me. Especially that one.
Okay. Well, anyways, congratulations on your P3. That's a podium for you. And yeah, looking forward to see you next week on track.
Yeah.
Now, P2, Royale, would you? Anyways, Royale, would you like to ask the question to the guy that finished in P2?
Yeah, to Static. Ask questions to Static.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Static, obviously it was your debut in Tier 5 today. I said on the stream, obviously you did the 5 Lappers Championship and you showed some very good pace there. Just want to give us a few words on your race. Like, obviously you led you were at the front for basically the whole race. Just give us a few words on the rundown of your race.
As far as I saw, I think me finishing P2 rather than winning was down to penalties. I made a couple of mistakes and got penalties for that. And but other than that, I think my drive was really clean, and I stayed out of as much trouble as possible. If I saw two people fighting ahead of me, I would let them fight it out, and that ended up gaining me 2 positions in 1 overtake. And yeah, that was just about my race. Just trying to keep my nose clean. I didn't get any damage throughout the whole race, and I'm hoping to continue that next race. I'm aiming for at least another podium in Silverstone.
I do believe it's you're on P2. So, anyways, congratulations, mate. I do believe that's
Thank
your
you.
debut on GSR.
It is.
Oh yeah, your debut in a P2. I'm really looking forward to what we can do in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully you can keep up and keep giving us some good results. Yeah, so I'm looking here, and you're not British, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm American.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I was gonna say, yeah, forget about it. Anyways, congratulations on your debut. What a debut, and I'm really looking forward to see what you can do. I move on now to P1. I move on now to James M.W. I do believe that's her name. The guy that finished P1, is he there? Is he here? Are you here, mate?
If you said something. Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
James, are you here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
anyway.
didn't hear what you said.
Okay. Now I can hear it. Well, anyways, what can I say? It's a P1. It's your first win here in Tier 5. Like I said before, the first winner. That's not an Alfa Romeo or a Red Bull. So we have a new face here in the top set of the podium. I mean, as a league racer, I must say, finishing P1 is your goal. You practice hours for it, and once you finally get it, it must be a fantastic feeling. It's been a while since I had a feeling, but anyways, let's just move on. You finished P1. One thing that I want to ask, of course, I want to ask you how you feel about the race, but I also want to ask, at one point in the race, the rain came out, and... Well, let me just ask you first. How do you feel? Then I'm gonna proceed to the other question.
I think it was a good race for me. I made the overtake quite early on, and I was just trying to like follow. Or before I made the overtake, I was just trying to follow, keeping the RS, but I couldn't. So I just knew it was like trying to keep it clean. I think I only got like one warning in the race, so I think I was good on that half. I don't think there's really anything I could have done better apart from like hitting later in the rain. I think that lost quite a bit of time, but other than that, it was very smooth.
Sorry about that. Anyways, second question. Anyways, with the, you talked about the rain, right? Yeah, I was just checking the stream. Sorry. Anyways, we're talking about the rain. So the thing is, you almost lost your win in the race, and qualifying as well. I gotta say, what a qualifying session by yourself. You were on pole for the majority of qualifying. Just in the end, I believe CJ Pence took it away from you. But well, that was a fantastic race, and well, out of words really. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah, I think I am. It's probably one of my strongest tracks.
Could we see another win by James MW?
Hopefully. I think I've just been unlucky so far. I think this one, I mean, I'm good at Silverstone, so I hope I can do something.
Yeah, we've seen her pace before, and now we've seen it fully, I believe. Congratulations on your P1. There you have it, the race winner of the French Grand Prix. And as we finish the stream, I would like to thank RTG Royale for commentating alongside me. Well, I don't know if I can't really see the party, so I don't know if he's still here. Are you?
I'm here. Hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would like to thank you, mate, for commentating alongside me. It was really enjoyable commentating with you. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be commentating, but anyways, Tier 5 will return next week in Silverstone. I do believe it's Silverstone. If it's not Silverstone, I'm gonna just embarrass myself there. Yeah, it is Britain, so that's great. Anyways, we'll return next week in Silverstone for more Tier 5 action, and what a great Grand Prix, thoroughly enjoyable, and that's it. Well guys, I'll see you next time, and bye bye.
Yeah.